My name is Roman Peshke. I run a $12,000 a month AI automation agency, and I record these videos every day answering your questions below any and all of these videos, whether it's around how to get started, how to make more money running, or anything around an AI automation agency. Then I usually cover what I did today, and then we wrap up with my YouTube channel, Growth Stats, or today, they are no longer growth stats, but I'll let you figure out what that means. First question by Colvire Claire 9530. Where do you rank this business model compared to other business models in terms of how quickly you can make 10K a month for beginners who have no coding experience or industry/niche expertise? How easy is it to make money compared to models such as affiliate marketing, digital products, etc.? Second question, how much time, location freedom do you get from this model? How much effort do you have to put into it? And how much is the workload after signing clients, and is it stressful? Third question, what is the routine/task like after signing clients? All right, so we got a big one to start. But tackle this one at a time. Where do I rank this compared to other business models in terms of how quickly you can make 10K a month for beginners? Especially compared to models. Okay, so that's it for the first one. The next one is how easy it is. So how does it rank compared to how quickly you can make 10K per month for beginners? I would say if you are an absolute beginner across all facets of life, this is probably going to be your easiest, one of the easier paths. I put it in S, either A plus or S, because if you're going into it completely blind, you know nothing. I think learning AI, like learning everything you can about AI and how to integrate it into businesses, is one of the most valuable skills that you can acquire right this second. Now, after that, like, of course you have to learn how to like communicate, sell, market, all that good stuff. But as far as like more technical skills, I think that is the most valuable one that you can acquire right now. So, since it's the most valuable, if you dedicate your time becoming the best at that, I think you're on the straightest line path to making 10K a month, personally. And that's if you have absolutely nothing. And that's talking just on like what business model to pursue. So it would be like AI automation agency versus copywriting or a traditional social media marketing agency. I think you can sell more people easier on an AI automation agency concept. So that's where I put it. S, A plus S. How easy is it to make money compared to models such as affiliate marketing, digital products, etc.? Again, so if we're starting from ground zero, personally, I mean, of course it depends on the individual, but I think it is, honestly, it depends on what your skills are going into it. But again, if we're going like bare bones, you could probably make easy money doing just affiliate marketing because you don't actually have to do any fulfillment. But I think you can make a lot more money doing an AI automation agency, like running that. So easier money would be affiliates because you don't have to do any sort of fulfillment on it, but smaller opportunity vehicle, and AI automation, much larger opportunity vehicle. So we got next question, how much time and location freedom do you get from this model? Depends on how much you want to grow it. To be honest, it's going to be a lot of it depends. So sorry about it, but like, how badly do you want the business to grow? Put more time into it to make it happen faster. Once you get it up and running and you have like consistent clients, you can kind of take a back step and just maintain the systems. So it could probably be sub 10 hours a week if you want to cruise and not grow, but then you run the risk of clients quitting, you getting caught with your pants down, and then like it sucks. So I wouldn't recommend that, but you could do that. Location freedoms, I would say based on where your clients are located. Like, you don't want to move somewhere to where you have to be up at 3 a.m. in order to take a client call. But outside of that, you can do it from anywhere. So tons of location freedom. And then next one is how much effort do you have to put in, and how much is the workload after signing clients, and is it stressful? How much effort do you have to put in? You don't have to put in any amount of effort. It's all up to you and how much money you want to make. So like, I want to put in maximal effort in order to beat out all the people that are putting in like medium effort. because I want to, like, I am a competitive person. I like winning, but you don't have to. You can make some money putting in like super low effort. So there's not really a requirement for it. How much is the workload after signing clients, and is it stressful? I think I'm pretty lucky that I don't get stressed out by like anything ever. So I would say it's not very stressful at all. Most things are just like a couple of YouTube videos away in my experience. Um, and like everything on here, you're in control of. So how much is the workload after signing clients? It depends on what you offer them for a project. If you've like gotten some experience under your belt and you've templatized your deliverables, workload's super low because you're just repeating the same thing that you've done over and over and over again. If you're doing custom projects for each client, then the workload could be massive based on like what you promised during the sales cycle. So, and stressful, everyone's going to have a different level of stress that they are capable of handling. Like, I have some relatives and family members that get stressed if their like water doesn't have ice in it or something, or it has too much ice and now it's perspiring down the glass and it's going to get their napkin all wet. Versus like I could lose everything I own and probably like not be that stressed out about it. So just kind of up to you. And the next question is, what is the routine/tasks like after signing clients? I will boil this down to, I like to give a roadmap right off the bat of like, okay, within 24 hours, you'll get this, within 48, this, 72, this, 7 days, like 2 weeks, like just mark out the deliverables so they can like future pace what they're going to get. And so immediately after signing a client, that is what I put together and send off. Outside of that, what is the tasks for me in particular? I'll go with the example of the voice AI and the chatbots, which is I take a look at their like website material, any sort of internal documents they have as far as like what they're doing, what they're selling, that kind of thing, like what kind of tone they use in their marketing language. And then I start creating a tone of voice for the AI assistants. And then I roll that into my prompting for the voice agent. And then I play around with that until it's sounding like natural, can handle the questions that they need in order to book appointments, and just start like quality assurance testing the voice agents. And the routine is 4 hours of delivery a day, just because I like to kind of segment my day like that. And so that's after lead gen in the morning, after client calls. So it's like my third block of the day where I am doing the delivery like that because it doesn't require as much like hardcore effort. All right, from Alejandro AI, we got, thanks. Hey Roman, thanks for the great insights. I do have a follow-up question for context. I started doing lead generation and I'm getting appointments. I believe I'm getting good and confident that I can set appointments and scale on that front. I realize my constraint is now a lack of confidence in communication and sales skills, and that I still have work to do. So my question is, where and how can I develop those sales and communication skills? Are there groups where we can do sales role play and then actually have someone give feedback or moderate it and get good at it that way? Also, while I do that, should I keep trying to do sales when I get a lead, or is there a better way, sort of appointment setter, to sell those leads to another automation agency and get some money that way too? Appreciate it. Absolutely, there are tons of sales groups. One of the groups that I manage, we do a role play and practice call every Wednesday, where that's like live feedback. And that we don't have sales stuff in Make Money with AI yet, but if that's a need, I'm more than happy to add it, just because I want to make this thing banging. But let's go back here. Definitely going to be school groups out there. I'm sure there's some free ones, probably a whole bunch of paid ones. One thing is record all of your calls, listen to them back, and that is a massive help, or at least it has been for me, and being able to hear like where you're stumbling over your words, that sort of thing. And then to answer the second part of that, is should you keep doing sales when you get a lead? Absolutely. If you want to build the skill the fastest, it's to get in the trenches and just get more reps under the belt. So absolutely keep doing sales. You'll learn way more from those real sales conversations that you like record and listen back to than you will from like any course or book, or honestly, you'll get more out of that than even the role playing practice sometimes. If you go back and re-listen to it and see where you mess up and make those adjustments for the next time around. And then as far as selling those leads to another AI automation agency, you could totally do that. Join like AI groups like that, like mine or any of the other ones on like School, or I'm sure there are some Facebook ones. And then just like post in the group that you got a bunch of leads that you'd love to like work out a deal with. But yeah, hope that helps. All right, let's cover growth stats. 556. We had a down day. We had another down day. That's 2 in a row. That sucks. So go subscribe if you love me, or if you hate me. Both. I'll take both. But yeah, today signed another client in the consulting deal. That was 2K today, and then we'll hit another. They couldn't do the whole investment at the start, which is normally 4K up front, then 2,000 a month. So, and they're about to go out of town. So what we did is we took 2K today. Second payment is going to be on the 13th when they get back, and then they'll roll over into recurring back on the 1st. So just kind of breaking it up a little bit this way. Still got the commitment by that first payment, and so we're going to have to update the building a blank per month automation title, because now we're making more money. But I'm always tentative on that because I want it to be like solid, you know? So that's the update. Had a bunch of like kickoff calls and onboarding calls today, which are low-key killing me, because I honestly just don't like calls that much. But, you know, gotta do it. So anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you lovely folks tomorrow.